of a function. Okay. So range means the values of y or values of f of x or height of the graph. Height means height of the graph or output. So these all range only. The value of y means, for suppose if you write y equals to sin x, so that means y lies in between -1 and 1. So that is the range. So the whole value of the function is nothing but y value only. And if sometimes we will treat it as f of x. So all the possibilities of f of x is range. So in the graph, if we observe, so if we have some graph like this type, this is the graph of the function. So on the y-axis, whatever is there, so that means graphically this is the height. So that's why height also can be called as range. The output, so what are the outputs generated by the function? If you collect all those outputs, that is also called as range. So in generally, f of a to b is a function, then range is subset of codomain. So we know that this is codomain and this is domain, and range is always subset to codomain. So just write this line, range means y, f of x, height, output. So means terminology will be fixed. You should not confuse with domain and range. Domain means always what are the possible inputs we can give to the function where the function is real. And now after giving all those possible inputs, what are the outputs we will get, and we will collect all those outputs and we will name it as range. That's why range is always subset to codomain. That is the point. Now unlike domain of a function, for every function, according to the function we have restrictions, and based upon that we are finding the domain. But we don't have any such cases for range. The only thing what we can follow is we can remember the standard results of range, and different mechanisms we need to apply. So it varies from problem to problem also sometimes. There is no fixed rule, so but we set some rules while solving, or instead of calling them as the rules, we divide them into different types and we will solve each and every type. So before that, we will recall the ranges of all standard functions what we saw so far. Here I will write function, their respective range. Okay, you people also start writing with me. Start writing the details. So first function I am taking modulus function. So modulus function range is 0 to infinity, or we can write it as all real numbers except negative. Second one, greatest integer function. So greatest integer function range is positive integers, negative integers, and even 0 also. Next I am taking fractional part of x. So fractional part of x always lies in between 0 and 1. Next, fourth, signum function of x. Signum function of x range is -1, 0, 1. Next, log x to the base e. So log x function, so base may be anything, so depends upon the base, it will vary. So log x range will be r only. We will recall the graph of log x. So this is the graph of log x. So on the y-axis, height is the range, means completely from -infinity to infinity it is there. That's why the range is r. Next, sixth one, exponential function. Either base is 3 or 3 power x or 2 power minus x or 1 by 2 power x. Anything if we take, the range of exponential function always lies in between is 0 to infinity, because the graph, if you observe, so this is the case of e power x or a power x, anything, and the other one will get like this type. This is the thing. So this is e power minus x graph, and this is e power x graph. Whatever may be the graph, in between 0 to infinity. Next we will recall trigonometric functions also. Sin x range in between minus 1 comma 1, cos x range in between minus 1 comma 1, tan x range is r, cot x range is r, secant x range is minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity, or the same thing can be written as r minus of minus 1 comma 1. So cosecant x, the same thing, you can write r minus 1 comma 1. Inverse of sine function. The range is closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That indicates that sine inverse x or y or f of x lies in between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. And we know x lies in between minus 1 and 1, that is the domain. Don't confuse. For inverse trigonometric functions, input is in between minus 1 and output is always angle. For all inverse trigonometric functions, output is always angles, and for trigonometric functions, output is always any one of those real number sets. Next, cos inverse x range is 0 to pi. Tan inverse x range is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cot inverse x 0 to pi. Secant inverse x range is 0 comma pi except pi by 2. Cosecant inverse x range minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0. So in different methods to find a range of a function, the first method I am taking basic method. So basic methods are basic types. In that we will see different subtypes. The first subtype, by using arithmetic mean is greater than or equals to geometric mean. By using the concept, arithmetic mean is greater than or equals to geometric mean. So this we know the concept. If a and b are two numbers, then their arithmetic mean is a plus b by 2 and geometric mean is square root of ab. So that means depends upon the numbers. Here we have n numbers, then a plus b plus c and so on up to n by n, and nth root of abc and so on. So this concept how we can use to find the range of some function c. So generally my suggestion when we attempt to solve the problem by using this method is, when you found one function is the reciprocal of the other, then this technique will be helpful to find the range. And range means, again see, range is a part C which gives the minimum value of the function and maximum value of the function. This concept how it will be useful, see, for example, if you have a question, find the range of the function x square plus 1 by x square. So if you want the range of this function, there may be so many methods to find the range of this one. The method what I am choosing is arithmetic mean is greater than or equals to geometric mean. So this method will apply, and I am choosing that method because here we got reciprocal numbers. So now we will use the technique arithmetic mean is greater than or equals to geometric mean. Now arithmetic mean of these two will be x square plus 1 by x square divided by 2. So here I am considering two different functions like this type, x square and 1 by x square. Their arithmetic mean is x square plus 1 by x square by 2 is greater than or equals to under root x square into 1 by x square. These two gets cancelled. That means we are getting x square plus 1 by x square is greater than or equals to 2. That means f of x is greater than or equals to 2. When f of x is greater than or equals to 2, what it indicates? The values of the function are starting from 2 and ending up to infinity. Therefore, the range of the function can be taken as 2 to infinity. Yes. The same logic you can apply here also. One is the reciprocal of the other. So, arithmetic mean is sin square x plus cosecant square x by 2 is greater than or equals to. Geometric mean both of these two gets cancelled, will get 1. So, the result is 2 to infinity. So, one more question you try see. Find the range of, the question is f of x equals to 3 tan square x plus 12 cot square x plus 5. Students, similar type question only. So, but extra one constant is there. That means we will take up to here and we will apply the logic of AM is greater than or equals to GM. We will obtain some result. That result should be added with 5. That is the logic. We will check these two. That is 3 tan square x plus 12 cot square x divided by 2 is greater than or equals to square root of product of these two. 3 tan square x into 12 cot square x. So, this is greater than or equals to, so what we will get here? So, tan square x cot square x cancelled, 3 into 12, that is 36. 36 means root 36 is what? 6. That means 3 tan square x plus 12 cot square x is greater than or equals to 12. Now, f of x means what? For this 5 we need to add, that means 17. So, the range is 17 to infinity. Okay, students, check here. The difference between this question and the previous 3 questions were, in the previous 3 questions, the 2 terms what we are taking, they are always positive. X square I used sin square, cosecant square, tan square, cot square. Otherwise, see, trigonometric functions will vary, sometimes positive and sometimes negative. But we are taking squares there, that's why the positive negative question won't arise. But here, x plus 1 by x if you take means see, if x and 1 by x are positive, then it is no problem. So, what you said is correct only. So, if x is greater than 0, one case I am taking, see. If x is greater than 0, then we can write x plus 1 by x by 2 is greater than or equals to under root x into 1 by x. That means we will get x plus 1 by x is greater than or equals to 2. In this case, we can write 2 to infinity. Another case, x is less than 0. So, then we will get minus of x plus 1 by x divided by 2 is greater than or equals to 1. So, that is x plus 1 by x by 2 is less than or equals to minus 1, multiplying by minus. That is x plus 1 by x is less than or equals to minus 2. So, 2 situations we are getting, see, x plus 1 by x is greater than or equals to 2, and next is x plus 1 by x is less than or equals to minus 2. X plus 1 by x is less than or equals to minus 2, how will you write? Minus infinity to minus 2. So, that means 2 situations we need to. Find the range of f of x equals to x square by x to the power of 4 plus 1. Here x square by x to the power of 4 plus 1, this question we can write like this. If you divide the numerator and denominator both by x square, how it will be converted? See, x square by x square is 1. X to the power of 4 plus 1 divided by x square can be written as x square plus 1 by x square. That means we need to handle this one. So, this we know that x square plus 1 by x square is greater than or equals to 2. So then reciprocal of this one, that is 1 by x square plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x square is less than or equals to 2. That means f of x is reciprocal 1 by 2. So f of x is less than or equals to 1 by 2. Like this we need to think and we need to apply the methods what we know while solving the problems. Tell me, f of x is less than or equals to 1 by 2 means in generally we will write minus infinity to 1 by 2, but that is not possible because we are dealing with the question x square by x power 4 plus 1. Is there any possibility that it gives a negative output? So now we need to correct it as 0 to 1 by 2 is your range. That is the thing.